Hello and welcome back to the lesson. In this video, we're going to be talking about strings. So what are strings in Python? Well, strings are basically a sequence of characters. Okay, strings are surrounded by either single or double quotes. A string inside a single quote like hello is same as the string that is surrounded inside a double quote hello. Okay, let's go ahead and comment this line of code. So let's go ahead and print these two types of strings. A string that is surrounded by a single quote and double quote to see if we can detect any difference between the two. So let's go ahead and say print hello in a single quote. Alright, and let's go ahead and print hello in a double quote. So let's go ahead and see if there's any difference. So let's go ahead and now run our program. As you can see, we have hello, hello, with no any difference. So it doesn't mean when defining a string, you can use any one of your choice, either single quote or double quotes. But you need to be careful sometimes while using the two, because let's actually try to print something else. Apart from that, let's go ahead and say print. Let's say it's alright. Let's print it's alright inside a single quote. So let's give a space. Let's say it's alright, like this. So as you can see, we run into an issue. Okay, as you can see, let's actually go ahead and take this back, reduce the space. As you can see, there's an issue here. Squiggly line is showing red. This squiggly line indicates an issue. There's a problem in our code right here. So the problem here is we try to use a quotation within a quotation. Okay, so you cannot use single quote inside single quotes. It is illegal. It is not allowed. Likewise, you cannot use a double quote within a string that is surrounded by a double quote. So to rectify this now, you have to use a double quote. You have to surround your entire code with a double quote. So let's go ahead and do this. And let's come over here. And as you can see, we have no issue. We use single quote inside double quote and it's totally fine. Now we can go ahead and run our program, and as you can see, it's alright. Alright, now let's go ahead and give another example. Let's go ahead and say we wanted to print. Let's actually go ahead and comment this line of code. Okay, let's say we wanted to print he is called Johnny in single quotation Johnny. And as you can see, our code is clean. We do not have any squiggly red lines, so we are good to go. Now let's go ahead and print our program. And we have it is alright. He is called Johnny. Now this is how we use a quotation within a quotation. And the reverse is the case. You can as well go ahead and use a single quote. Let's say print single quote, a double quote inside a single quote. So let's go ahead and say he is called in double quotation Mustafa. Okay, and now let's go ahead and run our program. As you can see, we have he's called Mustafa. You can use double quote inside single quote, and you can use single quote inside double quote, but you cannot use single quote inside single quote or double quote inside double quote. But if you must use a double quote inside double quote or a single quote inside single quote, there's actually a way around that. You can simply use the escape sequence character, which is actually the backward slash character, to escape the sequence. Let's say in the case of he's called Mustafa, let's actually go ahead and change this into double quote. Okay, we're trying to use a double quote within double quote. Like so. As you can see, we have an issue. We cannot go ahead and run this, but using the escape sequence, we can simply go ahead and violate this rule. We can escape this rule. So let's go ahead and do that. Now to do that, you just need to go ahead and insert a backward slash right here and also right here. Now you have successfully escaped the sequence. Now you can go ahead and run your program and it's going to be executed just like you've used the double quote within a single quote or a single quote within a double quote. So let's go ahead and do that. Now you can see our program runs successfully with the escape sequence. So this is how to escape a sequence all you need to do, if you use a double quote within a double quote or single quote within a single quote, you should just use the backward slash to escape the sequence. Just like this, one from outside from the starting of the sequence and one from the inside by the end of the sequence. Let's actually go ahead and do that for this single quotation right here. So let's go ahead and change this to single quote and change this to single quote as well. As you can see, we have issue right here because we use this apostrophe. So we can simply go ahead and escape it like so. Let's go ahead and put it right here. And as you can see, we have escaped the sequence. Now we can go ahead and run our program and it's going to run successfully. So this is basically how we can escape sequence while using quotations inside quotations. Let me actually go ahead and comment this block of code, call it quotation inside quotation. Okay, that's it for this. Alright, now let's go ahead and continue with the lessons. Strings are basically arrays. Let me actually comment this. Strings are arrays. So what are arrays? Strings are basically a sequence of characters. As I've been mentioning earlier, they are sequence of characters. So therefore they are arrays with index. Let me actually go ahead and demonstrate what I mean by string are arrays. Let's actually go ahead and create a variable called a. And inside this variable, we're going to go ahead and write hello world. Like so. So these are basically a sequence of characters starting from 0 up to the total number of characters inside the string. So each and every character inside a string has an index, and array index starts from 0. Let me actually go ahead and close this. So what I'm simply saying is that each character here is represented with an index. Let me actually go ahead and show you that. Now if I go ahead and print a, we're going to go ahead and get the whole string hello world. Let's go ahead and print it out. As you can see, we have hello world. Let me actually go ahead and comment this line of codes because we don't need them anymore for now. We are done with them. So now let's go ahead and run our program once again. As you can see, we have hello world. So we can go ahead and access individual character inside of our string by using the square bracket after our string variable. So let's go ahead and call a square bracket like so. As I've told you that the string indexing starts from 0 to the total number of characters within the string. So let's go ahead and say we wanted to call index 3, for instance. Which character has the index of 3 inside of our string hello world? So let's go ahead and count. The indexing starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, which is this L right here. And so now if you go ahead and run our program, we're expecting to see L, which is this L right here. So let's go ahead and run our program. As you can see, we have L. And let's go ahead and say we wanted to print out W. So let's go ahead and say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the space, 6. So W has the 6th index. So now let's go ahead and say we wanted to print the 6th index, which is W. Now let's go ahead and run our program. As you can see, we have W right here. So friend, this is exactly what I mean by string are arrays. So I believe you have now seen for yourself that of course string are arrays because they have index and you can access individual element inside of a sequence of characters inside a string. And if we want to know the total length of a string, the total number of characters within a string, we can go ahead and use the length function to get the total number of characters a string is having. So let's go ahead and do that using the length function. Let's say using the length function or method to get a string size. Okay, now let's go ahead and use the length function. Let's say len a. So that means the total number of characters available in A. So now let's go ahead and count it ourselves. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 12, including the space. So now let's go ahead and run our program, and as you can see, we have the total length of our string right here, which is 12. So friend, that will be it for this video. As you can see, we have discussed about string in single quotes, string in double quotes, using quotation inside quotation, and also string arrays, how we can access each individual characters within a string using square bracket and the index numbers, and also how to use the length function to get the size of a string. So I hope everything is clear to you and that you enjoy the lessons, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.